Well, speaking of being provided for because you can't take responsibility.
Yes.
Once again, this whole issue, and I fail to understand this too. The headline is, what happened to the birth rate when Texas defunded Planned Parenthood?
What happened? Okay.
A new report published in the New England Journal of Medicine shows evidence of what women's reproductive rights advocates have been warning about for years. Reproductive rights advocates.
All right. You're good.
When Texas defunded Planned Parenthood, births by low-income mothers increased.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So basically, if you are low income, apparently you can't buy a condom.
No. Or a hanger.
Well, let's not get that far.
Well, it'll work.
Well, let's not get to the point to where a hanger is required.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just like this whole AIDS epidemic among the gays, let's knock off the birth rate among low-income women.
Yeah, really, if you can't afford to take care of yourself, you probably don't need to be fucking.
Exactly.
You know?
See, this is where I don't get it. It's just like, well, you know what? These low-income women, they have to fuck.
Yeah, well, that's how they get their bennies.
And somebody needs to pay for their birth control because otherwise they're going to pump out an unwanted unit.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, the only argument, and I'm not saying it's right, I'm just going to tell you how it is in the real world. If they're low-income chicks and they're not giving up pussy, they're never going to stop being low-income chicks. The only way a guy is going to fucking pick up one of them chicks is by getting pussy.
Getting pussy is all well and fine. I've been getting pussy for 30-plus years.
Oh, you're missing the point.
What is the point?
Those chicks that are low-income, they have to give up the pussy.
Okay.
But
does that mean they have to bang out a unit too?
Dude, do you understand? It's 80 to 90 cents a condom.
I get that.
They do not issue those with the EBT card.
Apparently not.
So stop with your rich guy mentality. Talking $1 a time here, dude.
Right.
Think of if a guy wants to bang her out 3 times in a week. That's almost $3.
Yeah.
$3 dude. Stop it. You can't. What else can you buy with $3?
Yeah. You can't even get a Starbucks coffee for $3.
Get a gallon and a half of gas these days with that.
Yeah, I know. Gas was $1.29 here this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that here.
It's ridiculous. But anyway.
Yeah.
Getting back to this.
Right.
To repeat that line, when Texas defunded Planned Parenthood, births by low-income mothers increased.
Shocking.
Many of which were covered by Medicaid.
Medicaid.
Yeah. After Texas cut government funding for Planned Parenthood affiliates in 2013, researchers saw a steady decrease in the amount of effective long-term birth control prescriptions that were filled. It also saw a steady increase in the number of births by women who had previously received control through the organization.
Okay.
There's not a Walgreens on the corner?
No, of course not. It's embarrassing, dude.
Please.
It's embarrassing to walk in and buy condoms. You
Sure,
know that.
sure. I don't get that at all. I really don't.
Do you want to be the guy going to the Walgreens next to the trailer park and buying condoms?
Dude, I buy condoms all the time.
You don't fuck trailer park chicks.
It doesn't matter where it's at.
People don't want to be known to be fucking a trailer park chick.
Our analysis suggests that the exclusion of Planned Parenthood affiliates from the Texas Women's Health Program had an adverse effect on low-income women in Texas by reducing the provisions of highly effective methods of contraceptive, interrupting contraceptive continuation, and increased the rate of childbirth covered by Medicaid.
Wow.
So basically, if you don't get free birth control, fuck it, I'll just go bareback.
Yeah. and then you'll get an extra $600 a month in fucking bennies.
Yeah, sure.
Just lay at home, have 18 kids.
See, I don't get this. See, this is what bugs me. I'm not emotionally driven by things in general,
right?
But the lack of responsibility because somebody doesn't give you your free whatever.
Right.
You go, well, I can't get it for free, so I guess I'll just have to do without and just take my chances.
Yeah. Dude, they owe you. It's the entitled generation. It's the entitlement generation.
Well, I guess I'm helpless. I'll just sit here and just let some guy spooge inside of me and just blow out pump out a unit.
Well, yeah. Dude, think about it. Let's go the other way for it. And I'm going to go the other way with the fact, I'm going to include into the fact of what I'm going to say next, that 99% of all women are fucking piece of shit scumbags. Okay? I'm going to start there. Now, knowing that 99% of all women are piece of shit scumbags, let's go to the very obvious here. For a chick to go bareback and pump out a kid is nothing but benefit for her. She fucking puts a lasso around the guy's fucking money, whether he stays around or not, for 18 years. True?
That, in theory, that's the case. But the thing is a lot of the time, these women have to chase these guys.
Okay. But if they are chasing those guys because those guys are not paying, then they get benefits from the state.
Which, again, is taxpayer money.
It's taxpayer money, but they don't have to do anything to get it.
Right.
They've already did what they had to do. They pumped out a kid.
Right.
So it's win-win for these fucking scuzzy chicks.
Yeah.
And they don't have a downside. There's no the only downside is that they're pathetic. And obviously they don't care if they're pathetic when they're making $50,000 a year from the state.
Right.
That's the point. The system is built to not punish
right
for acting irresponsibly.
Right.
That's the problem.
And believe me, that's the part that gets me, pissed.
Of course, because you're responsible, and what happens? You get fucked over on the deal.
Right.
You can't be 3 cents short on your tax return, or you get a fucking $500 penalty.
You're right about that.
That's what you get for being responsible.
Sure. You get penalized for being responsible.
Yeah. But if you're a fucking irresponsible douchebag that doesn't work and is lazy and, does nothing, you can fucking cash in.
Sure. The Planned Parenthood centers served roughly 60% of the state's low-income women.
Mm-hmm.
Texas' decision to cut off any funding to the centers meant that women who relied on effective measures of birth control, such as IUDs, from the organization were no longer able to access or afford them.
Right.
The number of women using IUDs dropped by 35.5% in 2 years, and the number of women who continued to get the Depo-Provera birth control shot fell 21% over 2 years in counties in which centers were shuttered. Hail and kill, caller, you're on the air.
Right, but you conservatives don't, you don't want abortion, you don't want any kind of central planning as far as any kind of livable wages for these, often low-life people. But you want them to have kids.
Dude, are you talking on an Obama phone?
I think it is an Obama phone. You hear me better now?
You sound horrible. I can hardly. Yeah, you sound. Yeah.
Hello. We go outside. Is this fine?
No, you sound terrible.
It's bad connection.
You sound like the adults on Charlie Brown cartoons. Wah 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 wah.
All right. Well, let me try back, and if it doesn't work, then fuck it.
All right.
Jeez. All right. The report is speculative and doesn't show a causal relationship between Planned Parenthood defunding and a rise in low-income births, but it does reflect an important trend in the reproductive rights. I hate that term. Reproductive rights.
Nice.
Yeah. When Planned Parenthood centers are defunded or closed, it's often the neediest who take the greatest hit. The neediest. You don't have to have sex.
What?
You don't have to have sex.
Well, maybe you don't.
You know, and if you are having sex, insist that the guy bring the condom, okay? I mean, how? But see, herein lies the problem.
All right.
Just knowing a little bit about people who are the low income or the down and outer, or as you put it, the trailer park people.
Uh-huh.
Those people are usually fucked up on alcohol or drugs when they're out there banging away.
Yeah.
But see, they can afford the alcohol and drugs, but they can't afford a condom.
Dude, why should you have to give up your fun time? You know, why should I? Just because I make $22,000 a year, I should be able to drink Corona and not Miller Lite.
Sure.
Don't you get it?
Yeah, I guess.
Come on.
Let's see if this is a hail and kill call. You're on the air. Hello?
Nothing.
Nobody there. All right, I'm done taking phone calls. Let me see here where we at. It's okay. It's often the neediest who take the greatest hit. As much as an opponent want to believe that women have a variety of other non-abortion providing places. Non-abortion providing places.
Nice.
To turn to for health care, they are rare. That's rarely the case. Women who use Planned Parenthood services are often left without anywhere to turn. Really, anywhere.
Okay.
As reflected in the rise in births. Really? See, this is just an excuse piece.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. I have nowhere to turn. There's not a CVS or a Walgreens anywhere near me.
Wouldn't bother me if they turned to standing on the far end of the fucking firing line at a rifle range.
Right.
Just be dead already.
Sure.
Jesus. Useless.
Not only does this cost women their reproductive independence, reproductive independence.
Yeah, you're costing them that, man.
The Medicaid assisted births and government assisted needed to raise children born to low income families adds up to a serious cost. No shit.
Yeah.
So basically the cost of that dollar condom is too much to pay, but not banging out a child.
Yeah, well, they say it costs about $1 million to raise a kid.
So they say, yes.
Yeah. So, you roll the dice, $1 million for $1.
Right.
Seems fair.
Right. This is the second time Texas Planned Parent organizations have been in the news recently. A Texas grand jury made waves with a ruling on the series of anti-Planned Parenthood videos that claim to show the organization selling fetal tissue. It's not a claim, it's fact.
Yeah.
The grand jury found no wrongdoing on Planned Parenthood's part. That's not true. But rather indicted the filmmakers. They did not indict the filmmakers. They charged the filmmakers with having false ID is what they charged them with. So let's get the story straight.
All right.
So there you are. So
all right.
Basically, if somebody doesn't give you a free condom or something, might as well just bang out a kid.
All right. Now, are you for or against abortion?
I'm not for it. I mean, I know that there's a necessity for it in some cases, but do I think that anybody should just go willy-nilly do this? No. Do I want to? Let me just put it. Let me repreface this.
Okay.
If you choose to have an abortion and you pay for it out of your own pocket, that's on you.
Right.
If you expect the taxpayers to pay for your fuck up,
right,
then I have a problem with it.
Would you be more for it? See, I'm pro-abortion. I am for, if you're not going to raise your kid, then fucking kill it before it's a kid.
Right.
I'm all about that. But I'm also all about almost like a 3 strikes policy. You get 2. Third one, you do prison time. Because you're a fucking criminal.
Well, now you're a mass murderer.
Yeah, you're on some regard.
Yeah.
In some regard, you're not doing. It's the same as not paying your taxes. You have to, and you either do or you don't. And if you don't long enough, then you fucking pay the piper. You know, it's the same thing here. If you keep having fucking slip-ups and getting knocked up, you should have to do jail time for it.
Either that or it's mandatory sterilization.
Yeah, or execution.
Right. You can either do jail time or have mandatory sterilization.
Yeah, I'm for that after 2.
Yeah, I agree. Hail and kill, caller, you're on the air.
How much do other methods of birth control cost in the U.S.?
It's $1. It's $1, Tim.
No, but what about, isn't there, like, how much do other methods cost? Like,
like the pill, I think the pill is like $12 or $15 a month. It's like $2 a pill or something. It's like $1 a pill.
Well, I know that after I was born and my brother was born, my mum had an abortion because she couldn't handle me and my brother and somebody else. So
she was a little late on that one.
So was your mother married at the time, and did she have this? Was she having these children out of wedlock?
No, she was married to my dad.
So your dad approved of her having an abortion?
Really scarred her though. But
it's what?
Had an abortion with me. I think she's been really scarred about it.
Oh, scarred.
She should have had an abortion with me. I should have been the aborted child.
You might have been, Tim. You might have been a failed abortion.
Tim, do you miss your little brother scrambled egg?
Well, I was actually a test tube baby, but the experiment failed.
So, Tim, are you just lonely this week? Or did you miss us, guys? He went away.
Ran away.
He ran away. So there you go. So that's the prevailing attitude, apparently, that I guess if somebody doesn't provide for you,
yeah,
you just do without. Just roll the dice.
Yeah, of course.
Just roll the dice, you know.